So friends, today we are going to see about the CSS layout overflow, lesson number 18. And in this, the CSS overflow property controls what happens to the content and that is too big to fit into an area. So for that, we have the CSS overflow, and this property specifies whether to clip the content or add a scroll bar, or when the content of an element is too big to fit in the specific area. Then the overflow property has the following values like visible, hidden, scroll and auto. First we are going to see about the visible. This is a default overflow. It and not clipped the content outside the element box, but the hidden, this overflow is clipped and the remaining content will be not be in will not be visible. So that is the content will be invisible. And third one is the scroll. This is the overflow and it is clipped and the remaining content will be scrolled in the scroll bar and it is added to see the remaining content. And auto is similarly as a scroll bar, but it is added scroll bar only when if it is necessary. Note that the overflow property only works for block elements with a specified height. And on the Mac or on the Mac or Xlion, scope bar are hidden by the default and only shown when it being used, even though overflow is slow is set. So now overflow visible. It is by default, and this overflow is visible, meaning is that not clipped and it rendered outside the element box. So this overflow property you can use whenever you want to have better control of the layout. So this is the visible overflow and it is not clipped and it rendered outside the element box only. So this is the image for the overflow visible. Next we are going to see about overflow hidden. With the hidden value, the overflow is clipped and the rest of the content is hidden. So you can use the overflow property when you want to have better control of the layout. So this is the image for the hidden. And next we are going to see about the overflow scroll. This will be setting the value to scroll. The overflow is clipped and a scroll bar is added to scroll inside the box. So note that this will add a scroll bar both horizontal and vertical even if you do not need it. So this is the image for the scroll overflow scroll. Next we are going to see about overflow auto. So this is the similarly as a scroll bar, but the automatic value is similar to the scroll bar, but it adds scroll bar when it is only when necessary. So this is I am giving directly the image. I am giving the content. I'm giving the declaration for this, and this is the example, and the output will be like this. So next, all together, the visible look like this and hidden look like this. It will cut the area and we can't see the remaining content. But in the scroll bar, we can scroll. Same as the auto, we can scroll if when it is necessary. So next we are going to see about overflow X and overflow Y. The overflow X and overflow Y property specifies whether to change the overflow of content just horizontally or vertical or both. Uh, Overflow X, this specifies what to do with the left right edges of the content. Overflow Y is specifies what to do with the top bottom edge of the content. So this is the example. You can try by yourself or else wait for my notepad explanation. All CSS overflow properties together. First, overflow. It will specify what happens if content overflow an element box. So overflow X, this will specify what to do with the left and right edges of the content if it overflows the element content area. So overflow why? It specifies what to do with the top bottom edges of the content if it overflows the element content area. And thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like, share and comment. Signing off, Tarika Dedipya.
Signing off, Tarika Dedipya. Thank you for watching our Computer Learning. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon. Subscribe button, bell icon.